Hello friends. So in this video we will be doing powers. So I'll be starting with law of exponents. We have already studied some laws in grade 7, right? But still let's recap them. So first law we have is a raised to n multiply a raised to n would be equal to a raised to n plus n. So basically if you have 2 cube times 2 raised to 4, then your answer will be 2 raised to 3 plus 4. So if the base are same and powers are different, then it means when it comes to multiplication, you have to just add those powers in order to get the final answer. So this would be same as 2 raised to 3 plus 4, which will give us 2 raised to 7. Right? And I believe everyone knows that 2 raised to 7 simply means you have to multiply 2 7 times. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 and times 2. So 7 times you have to multiply 2 in order to get the final answer. Clear? 2 times 2 would be 4, 4 times 2 would be 8. Similarly 2 times 2 4, 4 times 2 8 and 8 times 8 64, and then 64 times 2 would be 2 times 4 8 and 2 times 6 128. Is that clear? So basically if we have two numbers to multiply, right, two same numbers but with different exponent, if we are asked to multiply them, you have to simply add up the powers in order to get the final answer. Whereas when it comes to division, that is if we have a raised to n divide by a raised to n, in this case we have to do subtraction. So it will be a raised to m minus n. So when it comes to same base number, right, with different exponent and we are into division, right, if the question is to divide, then we have to simply subtract the powers in order to get the final answer. For example, if our question is 3 raised to 4 divide by 3 raised to 2, then our answer would be 3 raised to 4 minus 2. It should be always m minus n. So it would be 3 raised to 4 minus 2 is 2. So basically 3 square, which is 3 times 3, and our final answer would be 9 in this case. Another law we have is a raised to m whole raised to n would be same as a raised to mn. So basically if our question is 2 raised to 3 whole raised to 2, it means this is same as 2 raised to 3 times 2. 2 raised to 3 times 2, which is 2 raised to 6. Clear? Another law we have is that a raised to 0 is equal to 1. So basically any number raised to 0, then the result will be 1. So if you have 3 raised to 0, the result should be 1. If you have 4 raised to 0, the result will be 1. So any number raised to 0 or any number having the power 0 will result in the answer 1. Clear? Law is a raised to m multiply b raised to n. Okay, so here you can see that the base numbers are different but the powers are same, right? And it's multiplication. So you can simply multiply the base number, which means ab, right, raised to whole raised to m. So your answer would be ab whole raised to m. So basically if we had a question 2 raised to 3 multiply 4 raised to 3, here you can see that the powers are same, right? So you simply multiply the numbers and write the same power, which means you just do 2 times 4, which will be 8 raised to power 3. So if you have different base numbers but with same power, you can just do the operation of the base number and write the same power. Clear? Similarly, if we have different base number, right, but with same power, and the question is about division, so a raised to m divide by b raised to n simply means a divided by b whole raised to n. Clear? So if you had 2 raised to 4 divided by 3 raised to 4, then you can simply write this as 2 by 3 whole raised to 4. Clear? And our last law is 1 by a raised to m would be equal to a raised to minus m. So if we had question 1 by 3 raised to 2, we can write this as 3 raised to minus 2. Similarly, if they give us the question 8 raised to minus 3, you can simply write it as 1 by 8 cube. Understood? Similarly, if the question is minus 2 raised to minus 4, you can write it as 1 by minus 2 raised to 4. If you had a negative power, what you need to understand here is that you are just taking the reciprocal, right? You are just taking the reciprocal and then you can make the power positive. So these are the basic laws we need to know in order to do questions in exponent. I hope these laws are very clear to you. So let's just try some of the examples in your textbook. We need to find value of these two exponents that is given to us. So I have already told you, if you have any number raised to a negative power, then you simply take reciprocal of this number, right, and then make the power positive. So 2, the reciprocal would be 1 by 2, right, and the 2 raised to minus 3. Now the power will become 2 raised to 3. So 2 raised to minus 3 would be same as 1 by 2 raised to 3, and you already know that 2 raised to 3 is 2 times 2 times 2, right, which will give me 8. If you look into the second question, it is 1 by 3 raised to minus 2, right? So again there is a negative exponent, so let's take the reciprocal first, right? So the reciprocal would be 3 and the power will become positive, which is square. So 3 square would be 3 times 3 and your final answer will be 9. So basically if you have negative exponents given, just take reciprocal of the number, right, and make the power positive. Clear? The second example here is about simplification. So remember that if the question is to solve, it means you need to find a final value, right? You need to find value of whatever variable is given if the question is about solving. Whereas simplification means we have to just simplify this equation, that's it. We did not have to find a final value. So here if you look into the question, here the exponent is a raised to m multiply a raised to n. And we have studied that if we have same base number with different power and the rule is to multiply, it means you have to simply add up the power with the same base. So a raised to m multiply a raised to n was a raised to m plus n. Similarly, minus 4 raised to 5 times minus 4 raised to 10 would be minus 4 raised to 5 plus 10. So your final answer will be minus 4 raised to 15. Clear? Whereas if the question was minus 4 raised to minus 10, if the question was minus 4 raised to minus 10, then what will happen here? You will get this, you will be following same method where you will be writing a raised to m plus n. So here m is 5 plus n is what? Minus 10. And we know that whenever we have two signs together, we will make it one sign, right? So if you have a plus minus together, you will make it minus. So it will become 5 minus 10, right? Which will be equal to minus 4 raised to minus 5 because biggest number is 10 and that sign goes to the answer. I have told you here, whenever we have a negative exponent, what we need to is that we need to take reciprocal of the number. So the reciprocal would be 1 by minus 4, right? And this power will become positive since we have taken the reciprocal. So your final answer would be 1 by minus 4 raised to 5. Now if you look into the second question, it's about division, and we have already said that if we have same base but with different exponent and if the rule is to divide, then what we need to do is that a raised to m divided by a raised to n would be same as a raised to m minus n. So here it will be 2 raised to 5 minus 6. Again we see two signs together. So let's make it one sign. Since you have two minus together, it will become plus. So you will get 2 raised to 5 plus 6, which will be equal to 2 raised to 11. Yeah. So our next question is this: express 4 raised to minus 3 as a power with base 2. So basically we want this base to be 2. We don't want it as 4. right? But and we know that 4 is what? 2 square, right? 2 square is 4 because 2 square is 2 times 2, which will give us 4, right? So instead of 4 I can write 2 square, thus my base is becoming 2, right? So I can write it as 2 square, and you know that there is a whole raised to minus 3, and we know that a raised to n whole raised to n would be a raised to mn. Similarly, if I have a 2 raised to 2 raised to minus 3, then my final answer would be 2 raised to 2 times minus 3, which will give me the final answer 2 raised to minus 6. So if you look into the final answer here, we have the base 2, right, with power minus 6. Here this question is about simplifying, right, simplifying. So basically here first it's division, right, same base but with different parts. So we need to do subtraction with the powers. So 2 raised to 5 divided by 2 raised to 8 would be 2 raised to 5 minus 8, right? Whole raised to 5 is there, times 2 raised to minus 5. Now 2 raised to 5 minus 8 would give me 2 raised to minus 3, right? Because 5 minus 8 you get 3, and the biggest number sign goes to the answer, which is sign of 8. Then you have whole raised to 5 times 2 raised to minus 5. Now here you know that it is a raised to m whole raised to n, which will be a raised to mn. So it will be 2 raised to minus 3 times 5, right? And then you have this exponent, and 2 raised to minus 3 times 5 would give me 2 raised to minus 15 times we have again 2 raised to minus 5. So this becomes the form a raised to m multiply a raised to n, which will be a raised to m plus n. So you will have 2 raised to m plus n, right? Again we know that whenever we have two signs together, we rub it, make it one sign. Since the plus minus has come here together, we make it minus. So you have 2 raised to minus 15 minus 5. Now you have same sign, so you have to add them, and when you add 15 and 5 you will get 20, and biggest number sign goes to the answer. So you have 2 raised to minus 20, which I can write it in the reciprocal form, which is 1 by 2 raised to 20, thus making my negative power into positive. Clear? So you must be very clear with the topic integers as well, because there comes so much of solving integers in between. So you can just refer to the video that I have posted on integers, where I have clearly explained addition and subtraction of integers, even the multiplication and division, because integers becomes a basic chapter that you need to know in order to perform algebraic expression questions as well as questions in this chapter. Clear? In this example, we can see that the base numbers are different. You have minus 4, you have 5, you have minus 5, right? But we see the exponents to be same, right? So in this case, whenever we have base numbers different but exponents same, it means you can simply perform the operation of base number as per the question, and then you can just write the same power up, right? So here, since it is multiplication, I have to simply take these numbers and multiply, which is minus 4 times 5 times minus 5, because for all of them the base is minus 3. So when I multiply this, I know that 4 times 5 is 20, right? 20 times 5 you will get 100. And when it comes to sign, we know that when we are multiplying integers, you have to simply count the number of negatives, and here we have 2 number of negatives, which means even number of negatives, and hence your answer should be positive. So you have positive 100 raised to minus 3. Again, since we have a negative exponent, we can simply take reciprocal of this number, thus 1 by 100 raised to positive 3. Clear? So our third question, since we want a final answer, we want to simplify this and we need a final answer in one exponent, right? So here I know that, okay, here we have the second term 3 raised to minus 3, right? And 1 by 8. Instead of 8, you know that we can write 2 raised to 3, right? Because 2 raised to 3 is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So I can rewrite this as 1 by 2 raised to 3, right? Multiply 3 raised to minus 3. Now 1 by 2 raised to 3, I can write it as 2 raised to minus 3, because this is 1 by a raised to m. Hence it will become a raised to minus m. I can simply take the reciprocal and put a negative power. Now you see that for both of the numbers we have the exponent minus 3. The base numbers are different, right? But we have powers to be same. Hence what we can do is that we can simply take the numbers, perform the operation, right? And write the power up. So it will be simply 2 times 3 whole raised to minus 3. Hence 2 times 3 would be 6, right? 6 raised to minus 3. So in order to remove the negative exponent, I can write it as 1 by 6 raised to 3. Clear? So basically here, since to solve this, we want to make this into a different form, right? And you know that here we have a minus 3. So if we can make this one also minus 3, then it is easy to solve. That's why we thought how we can make this number something raised to 3. And 2 raised to 3 would give us 8, right? And since it is in the denominator, if you take the reciprocal, you can get the negative exponent. So you will be doing vice versa. If you want to remove negative exponent, you will be doing a reciprocal and you will put the positive power. And if you want to make an exponent into negative, you are performing the same function, that is you take the reciprocal and then you write the power negative. Clear? If you look into this fourth example, what you need to understand here is that yes, we are having same power, right, but with different base. And normally what we have said is that when we have same power, you can just take the base numbers, perform the operation, right, and then you can put a bracket and write the power up. But since we have a minus number here, we are rewriting it as minus 1 times minus 3 whole raised to 4. I mean minus 1 times 3, then only we will get the answer minus 3. So minus 1 times 3 whole raised to 4 times 5 by 3 raised to 4. Yeah. Then you have minus 1 raised to 4 times 3 raised to 4 times this one I can write it as 5 raised to 4 and 3 raised to 4, because a by b whole raised to m would be a raised to m divided by b raised to m. So in this case I can cancel these two, right? And minus 1 raised to 4 would be minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1, which means there are 4 negatives, showing that we have even number of negatives. Hence our final answer should be positive 1, right, times 5 raised to 4. So our final answer would be 5 raised to 4. Clear? So what you have to remember here is that since we had minus 3 raised to 4, we cannot directly cancel it with 3 raised to 4 because the signs are different, right? One is negative, other one is positive, because of which minus 3 I rewrote it as minus 1 times 3 raised to 4, so that this I can solve it separately, and 3 raised to 4, 3 raised to 4, since they have same sign, I can cancel them. Understood? So just keep that in mind. Next example is about finding value of m, and here as you can see the base are same, so it is in the form a raised to m multiplied a raised to n, and we know that it should be equal to a raised to m plus n. So here this should be equal to minus 3 raised to, this would be over m and this would be over n, so m plus n would be simply m plus 1 plus 5, right, would be equal to minus 3 raised to 7. Since our base numbers are same, we can equate the powers. So we can write this as m plus 1 plus 5, of course it's going to be 6. So m plus 6 is equal to 7. And you already know how to solve a linear equation, right? And plus 6, yeah. Plus 6 when we remove, when it goes to other side, it becomes minus 6. So our final answer would be m is equal to 1. So in this question we had been asked to find the value of m, right? So just equating the power, because we have same base, we can get the value of m. Clear? Our next question is to solve this particular exponent, and we know that when we have a by b whole raised to m, we can write it as a raised to m, b raised to m, right? So we can rewrite this as 2 raised to minus 2, 3 raised to minus 2, and you know that in order to get rid of the negative exponent, you have to take the reciprocal, hence 2 should go in the denominator and to get rid of this negative exponent, we have to take reciprocal of 3. So 3 should go to the numerator. So basically this will become 3 square because 3 is going to the numerator in order to get rid of the negative exponent. Similarly 2 will go to the denominator in order to get rid of the negative sign and just make it 2. So our final answer here would be 3 square would be 3 times 3 9 and 2 square would be 2 times 2 4. So our final value is 9 by 4. So our next question is about again simplifying. So if I take this equation, I have 1 by 3 raised to minus 2. Right now this minus 2 is for both the parties, right? We know that a by b whole raised to m would be a raised to m, b raised to m. So this will be 1 raised to minus 2 as well as 3 raised to minus 2, right? Similar case with the second term also. You will have 1 raised to minus 3, 2 raised to minus 3 and whole divide. Here you have 1 raised to minus 2, 4 raised to minus 2. So in this case, in order to get rid of the negative exponent, you know that we have to go with the reciprocal, right? So this will become 3 square, but it will be in the numerator, and 1 will go to the denominator, and 1 will become 1 square, which is again same as 1, right? And here also 1 will come to the denominator in order to get rid of the negative exponent, hence it becomes 1 raised to 3. 2 will go to numerator in order to get rid of minus 3 and it becomes positive 3. And then you have divide, here also same case. 1 will go to denominator and will become 1 square. 4 will go to numerator and it will become 4 square. So now our question is very simple. If we remove that 1, our question is 3 square minus 2 cube divide by 4 square. And 3 square, we know that 3 square is 9, right? 3 times 3 9 minus 2 cube is 2 times 2 4, 4 times 2 8. Divide by 4 square is 4 times 4 16. And 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 over 16 would be our final answer here. So just keep in your mind that when you get this form, right, with a negative exponent, you just take reciprocal of these numbers inside and then you can give those exponents in a positive manner to both the numbers, both in numerator as well as denominator. So if you look into this example, it is of same kind. We have 5 by 8 whole raised to minus 7, which will be same as 5 raised to minus 7 and 8 raised to minus 7. Similarly, 8 raised to minus 5 and 5 raised to minus 5. Yeah. So in order to get rid of the negative exponent, we have to take the reciprocal. So it's going to be 8 over 5, right? And both of them has raised to 7. And here it will be 5 over 8 and both of them with the power 5. Now in order to solve this, you know that when I have 8 raised to 7 and 8 raised to 5, right, these are same base. So same base means you can just minus the power because it's division, right? It is 8 raised to 7 divide by 8 raised to 7 divide by 8 raised to 5 will be 8 raised to 7 minus 5. Similarly, if you take 5, it is now 5 raised to 5 divide by 5 raised to 7, which will be 5 raised to 5 minus 7. Now 8 raised to 7 minus 5 would give us 8 square. Multiply 5 raised to 5 minus 7 would give us 5 raised to minus 2. So now you have 8 square times 5 raised to minus 2. And you know that in order to get rid of this negative exponent, I have to take reciprocal of this number. So it will become 8 square multiply 1 by 5 raised to 2. Clear? Because I am taking reciprocal in order to get rid of negative exponent. So I have 8 square 64 divided by 5 times 5 25. Hence my final answer would be 64 divided by 25. I hope this topic is clear for you. Thank you for watching my video and please subscribe to my channel for further videos, and you can let me know your feedback through comments. Please do share with your friends as well. Bye bye.